So I just dropped over thousands dollars for a single month of access to passion.io. And no, I didn't just buy one plan. I bought all of them. The launch plan, the scale plan, and the expand plan. Why on earth would I do that? Because staring at their pricing page is enough to give anyone a headache. You're looking at this list of features, trying to guess if that one thing you think you need is worth an extra 100 or even $500 a month. You're sitting there asking yourself, do I really need custom branding? Is drip content actually a game changer? And what the real difference between a 3.9% and a 2.0% fee when all ads? You don't want to get rid of paying for features you will never touch, but that one fear of missing out on the one function that could make or break your app is very real. That's why I'm here. I put my own money on the line to test all three plans so I could pull back the curtain for you. We are going to see the back end of each one and you'll know exactly what you get for your money, which features are non-negotiable and who is just expensive fluff. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one is the right fit for you or if passion.io is even the right platform for all of you. Alright, let's meet the players in the Passion.io lineup. Think as different levels of powerhouse for your business. Just a head up with monthly prices I'm mentioning are as of late 2025. They can change, can offer, often get better deal by paying annually. First, you have got the launch plan. This is your entry point, currently sitting at $119 per month. I call this tester plan. It's for the creator who has an idea and wants to validate it and start building an audience without a huge financial commitment. It gives you the core tools to get functional running on iOS, Android, and web. Next, we have the scale plan. Here you go, which is serious jump to $299 per month. This is the brand builder. It's for creators who passed the just testing phase and are ready to build a professional long-term business. As you can guess from the name, it's built to help you to scale everything, your operations, your community, your brand. Finally, it comes the expand plan. This one heavier champ coming in at a hefty $699 per month. I call this the Empire Builder. This is for established business or creator with big audience who needs maximum customization and control and who absolutely want to be listed directly on the F-Lab and Google Play stores. Those choices are no joke, so the features better be worth it. Let's find out if they are. First of all, let's talk about the foundation, what everyone gets. The good news, no matter which plan you pick, you get the core engine passion.io. You can build your app within their drag and drop system, create courses, offer one-time products, and set up subscriptions. Your user gets access on the iOS, Android, and the web, and you will get basic tools for live streaming, progress tracking, and even offline content access. It's a solid foundation, but second you want to get serious, you hit the first and biggest paywall. Now let's talk about the customization and branding. This is the first big divide. The number one reason most people will have to upgrade from launch to scale for removing their Passion.io branding. With the launch plan, you will have powered by Passion.io stamped on it. For some people, that's not a big deal, but if you're building a premium brand, having another company's logo on your product can make it feel less lazy. The scale plan is where you unlock through custom branding that will make the app feel 100% yours. When user log in, it's your logo, your colors, your world. This isn't just about ego, it's about professionalism and ownership. It tells your customer this is serious business, not just a hobby. For me, this is the non-negotiable for any creator who serious about their branding, making the scale plan the real starting line. Okay, This is where it gets really interesting. All plans let you make money, but how you do it, how much you keep changes big time. Passion App has its own payment processor called Passion Payments, who is powered by Stripe. On the launch plan, if you use Passion Payments, they take 3.9% transaction fees. And a crucial heads up, that's on top of Stripe's own standard processing fees. When you jump to the scale plan, that fee is still 3.9% through Passion Payments. It's only the expand plan that you can unlock external payment gateways, which might let you find a processor with lower fees. Let's put that 3.9% fee in a perspective. On $10,000 in sales, Passion.io is taking $390 from you. If you make $1 lakh in a year, that's almost 4,000 straight to the platform. Because of this money, many creators use a workaround. They sell their products on their own website with a tool like Flipkart to dodge those fees and then use a Zephyr integration to automatically grant app access. And that brings us to next huge difference. Zephyr integrations are the dark tab of the internet. They connect everything. You only unlock them with the scale plan and this is a massive deal. Zephyr lets you connect Fashion.io to thousands of other apps you already use. For an example, when someone buys your course from your website, Zephyr can automatically add them to your Passion app and trigger a welcome email from your email provider. Without it, you're stuck adding every single customer by hand. It's an absolute lifesaver. The scale plan also introduces the drip content feature, which lets you release your course material over time. For say one module a week, this is incredible for keeping students engaged and preventing them from feeling overwhelmed. The launch plan has a very stripped down version, but the real automated drip scheduling comes with a scale. If you want to run a time challenge or a structured course, you need this. Another game-changing feature locked behind the scale plan is the advanced community builder. While the launch plan offers basic group chat, the scale plan unlocks a much more powerful community hub. You can create dedicated channels for different topics, host discussions, and actually build a tribe. For a lot of creators, the community is just as valuable as the content. It's what keeps members subscribed and engaged long term. A buzzing community is the best way to keep people from hitting that cancel subscription button. If community is central to your business, scale is the minimum entry fee. So what does an extra $400 a month get you with the expand plan? This you have to be really critical. The main event for the expand plan is App Store listing support. This means Passion.io helps you get your formally listed on the Apple Store and Google Play Store. So people can search for it and download it directly. It adds a layer of legitimacy and makes you more discoverable. The plan is also enables native Apple Pay and Google Pay. With this plan, you also get unlimited subscribers and videos, whereas the lower plan have caps. Keep in mind, sometimes these unlimited perks show up in the special promotion for other plans, so always check their current offers. Finally, you get more hands-on video call support. So is it worth it? Honestly, for most people, probably not. Unless you have a massive audience, expect to blow past the subscriber limits on the scale plan, or if being native on the app stores is the core of your marketing strategy, the price jump is just astronomical. The scale plan delivers the vast majority of value for a much more reasonable price. After using all three, the choice becomes pretty clear. So who should buy the launch plan? Only go for the launch plan if you're a super tight budget and just want to test an idea. Be ready to live with the passion Io branding and a lot of manual work since you won't have JPR. Think of it as a test drive, not the car you will own for years. So who should buy the scale plan? This is the sweet spot for 90% of CS courses, creators and entrepreneurs. The scale plan is the one to get. Reviewing the branding and building real community and automating your workflow with JPR and drip content aren't just parts. They are essentials for professionals. The first jump from launch is big, but the jump in what you can do is even bigger. This is the plan where the platform really starts to sing. So, who should buy the expand plan? You should only even look at the expand plan if you are a large established business with a huge following, or if your entire business model depends on investor discovery. You need to be positive that the unlimited subscriber count and investor listing will give you a return that justifies an extra $4,800 a year over the scale plan. For most creators, that math just won't add up. So, what's the bottom line? While Fashion IO has three plans, the real decision for most people is just one. The launch plan is too limiting for a serious business, and expand plan is so overkill for almost everyone. The scale plan is the clear winner and the true starting point for anyone looking to build a sustainable brand on this platform. Ultimately, you have to weigh your own goals and budget. This real world breakdown has saved you from a costly mistake. If you want to see for yourself, Passion offers a 14-day free trial. Some plans usually has a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's the best way to get a feel for it before you commit. I dropped a link in the description for you to check it out. If this video helps you get some clarity, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe for more honest reviews where I put my money on the line so you don't have to. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.